Good afternoon, welcome to Brighton Broadcaster News with me, Christina Fairhurst. Our top stories today. A body of a firefighter who went missing during a works night out has been found. Jessie Williams has the report.
This is some of the last CCTV footage of Anthony Knott enjoying a night out with his friends and colleagues, a night that would have a tragic ending. The father of four had left his friends at this pub for unknown reasons and was last seen in Lewes on the 20th of December. Friends and family described this behaviour as out of character, and a major public appeal was launched to trace his movements. A member of the public alerted the police to a body in the River Ouse in Newhaven this morning. The police believe the body to be that of missing 33-year-old Anthony Knott. Following the news today, Sussex Police have expressed personal sadness and offered support to the family. This is Jessie Williams, Brighton Broadcaster News.
According to new statistics from the Complete University Guide, crimes most likely to affect students living in Brighton and Hove during term time include robbery, burglary and violent and sexual offences. With more is our crime correspondent, Ant McEwen.
A recent report published online shows that 35 in every 1,000 students in Brighton and Hove reported violent and sexual offences to the police last year. The University of Brighton has over 20,000 students enrolled and taking part in courses here in Brighton. So I've come down to the Moulscombe campus today to find out from a number of these students whether they feel safe in the city that they're studying in.
Brighton. Since I've been living here for 4 years now, I think I feel safe because I've never faced any situation here that makes me unsafe.
I did have an instance with my housemates where we nearly got hit by a firework that was being thrown across at the level, and I've also had my phone and my purse stolen, so I don't feel safe in Brighton.
I'm from London and I must say that I feel a lot more safer in Brighton compared to London, especially with things like nights out and stuff. Like it's 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. and I'm pretty drunk, but I still feel safe like getting myself home.
Well, what steps can students take to further ensure their safety during their time of study? University of Brighton's safety and security advice suggests students protect from theft by taking out content insurance, approximately £18 a year from Ensley, lock all doors and windows of accommodation to avoid burglary, carry a personal alarm and don't carry too much cash whilst out. I contacted Sussex Police Liaison Officer for University of Brighton, Roisin Buffet, who has yet to comment. I also approached Brighton and Hove City Council, who refused to provide a statement. Ant McEwen, Brighton Broadcaster News.
Brighton taxi drivers are becoming increasingly frustrated with the contentious taxi rank move from the front of the station to the back. Some drivers have expressed their concern for the health and safety of their passengers. Here's what they had to say.
We need more health and safety guidance, because in the rush hours you will find public pick up and drop as a second line here, Uber pick up and drop as a third line, and us of course pick up and drop as well. You can imagine this area when you have a queue of 50 passengers plus the public and those who would like to park on the 20 minutes free, and then you can judge the risk assessment for someone is gonna have a serious accident. But if they control here and the front, it will be better.
We have to share it with the public who come in and pick up their loved ones, and out of town Uber cars, private hire cars that rush in and rush out. It's a dangerous situation because we're working on the permit area and walking around, driving round the station, and the public have no real direction where to go, and the Uber cars that are coming in and picking up and dropping off all the time are making it a bit difficult because the members of the public are walking in between the cars.
Brighton and Hove City Council are backing proposals to rewild Waterhall Golf Course amid pressure from campaigners. They own the land, which is currently under lease to a private company. Waterhall is one of 2 courses which have been targeted by activists in a bid to give more land back to nature. Jack Oliver has been finding out.
Tomorrow, climate activists Extinction Rebellion will take to the streets of Brighton in a campaign dubbed Demonstrate for the Downs.
I'm stood on top of Hollingbury Camp. It's actually an Iron Age hill fort here on the South Downs, and it's where Extinction Rebellion will be beginning their demonstrations tomorrow morning.
Adjacent to Hollingbury Hill is Hollingdean Golf Course, which is one of the 2 courses targeted by Extinction Rebellion to restore what they call biodiversity. Weight has been thrown by the council behind a bid to rewild another Brighton golf course, Waterhall, with plans outlined by a council document released this week. The leases for both courses expire in March this year, so activists have seized the opportunity to try and claim the land.
It does seem fairly busy here at Hollingdean Golf Course, one of the sites which the council are looking at for rewilding, so some golf players may be unhappy that one of their favourite spots is going to be taken away from them. However, campaigners have stressed that this area is unique for its natural properties.
Extinction Rebellion have described both sites as wildlife rich and diverse, but there's no doubt that many golfers will be opposed to the proposals. Only time will tell if the campaign will be a hole-in-one or a swing and a miss. Jack Oliver, Brighton Broadcaster News.
Following Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's announcement to step down from being senior royals, they intend to become financially independent by working. Historian Jonathan Watson tells BBM his thoughts about whether the Duke and Duchess of Sussex can live a normal life after stepping down from their senior roles.
Would it be possible for the Sussexes to have a normal life, having stepped down from public life? Well, of course, in one sense, their life can't be normal. If by normal we mean without any press intrusion, that I can't see how that is going to happen.
Now for the sport with James Hancock.
Frank Lampard's free-flowing Chelsea take on Sean Dyche's stern Burnley at Stamford Bridge on Saturday. An up-and-down season for both sides makes this a tough game to call. Leicester will be hoping to retain their well-deserved second-place spot in the league with a win over Southampton this weekend. Finally, Graham Potter's Brighton face a tough test away to Everton. The Toffees recently appointed 3-times Champions League winner Carlo Ancelotti. Potter will be sweating over the fitness of star performer Aaron Moy, who is 50-50 to play. James Hancock, Brighton Broadcaster News.
And now for an update on the Australian fires and the weather with Lisa Hall.
Australia is still burning. There are now, at this point, 134 fires and 53 of them are not contained. Around 2,500 firefighters are in the field preparing for what they describe as difficult and erratic fire conditions. Southern parts of the country are warning of extreme and severe fire danger. Yesterday, hopes were high in Australia as the first rainfall of the season fell, but the fires at this point have burned more than 6.3 million hectares across the country and 27 people have died. And now for an update on the Brighton weather. As the afternoon develops, the southeast is looking mainly sunny. As we head into the evening, it's getting a bit chilly, but still around 7 degrees in Brighton and Hove. Clear skies are expected to remain, but later into the evening it's looking slightly cloudy with some clear spells and light winds. Minimum temperatures are expected to be as low as 5 degrees. I'm Lisa Hall for Brighton Broadcaster News.
That's all for now. Thank you for watching Brighton Broadcaster News with me, Christina Fairhurst. Goodbye.